Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to do a reverse sear, but a little bit different this time. As y'all know, I've been using this wood burning oven with the last video. We're going to use it again. And I'm going to let the steak rest just here. And it's going to be super cool, man. Like Nickelback. We're going to get this a little salt and pepper. Not a little bit. You put a decent amount of salt. Noticing we're going to, you have to do it like, you don't have to do that. You must do it. In all seriousness, when you season, you want to move your hand and do that with the pepper too. You want it to get even. I don't like a ton of pepper on mine. Well, I mean, on a fattier steak, I like to do a lot of pepper, but something like this, the pepper will kind of overwhelm the delicacy of the filet mignon. Right here, and this. So I'm going to use the back of my hand to kind of, when you check for temperatures, your fingers are kind of what you want to feel. So I'm feeling right here. So we want it about 200 degrees. We're going to let that steak sit there for about an hour, hour and a half. What this is going to do, it's going to be, if y'all know what sous vide is, the term sous vide, it just means cooking under pressure. But what that really does is you can slow cook the steak. You put it in a plastic bag, cryovac it. You put it in water. I like to do mine around a 125. Like, this is at home, not at the restaurant. It's like you get in trouble by the health department. They don't really like that. But anyway, it's fine. If your bag blows up like this, you got botulism, but don't let your steak sit in your refrigerator for 6 weeks after you cook it. Anyway, on the sous vide. So what this is going to do, it's going to do the same thing sous vide is. It's going to slow cook this steak. And we're going to cook it to an internal temperature of about 115 to 120. Then we're going to get a pan wicked hot, and we're going to sear it on there. And we're going to cut it, and it's going to be just a perfectly red, no gray marks. Kind of when you grill at your house, next time you cut your steak, look at it, you'll have gray marks in there. This will be a lot more even. So you can do this in your oven. Put your oven at like 200 degrees. Or even safer if you have like a super expensive oven, if you're like really rich, but you're probably not watching me on YouTube, probably counting money or whatever you rich people do. You can turn your oven to like 150, just kind of slow cook it, and then we'll check this in about a half an hour to an hour. It's been about 15 minutes. We're gonna check this out. So it's starting to work. This cooked right here might take about an hour and a half, 2 hours, but look how soft it is. So one of the things that's going to happen with this, it's going to remain like this, really pliable and malleable. And when you cook on a grill the full time, if you cook like 550, 650, you notice it tightens up. This is going to remain like all soft like this. So what we're going to do after this gets cooked like rare, we're going to cook it directly in this fire. We're going to show you how to do this, and I'll tell you a couple of ways to do this at home. I want to thank my sponsors, Toyota. Check out the new Corolla. Go to toyotacorolla.com and put in the, what is it?
Code Wesley 10.
Okay. Go to toyotacorolla.com and put in the code Wesley 10. Get 10% off and free power windows off your next Toyota Corolla.
Why do you think there are more Corollas on the road than any other car in its class?
Toyota reliability. That's why I own a Corolla.
Resale value, so I bought a new one. I get a kick out of just looking at it. Nice, huh?
Man, what a beautiful car, and I can't wait to drive home in mine tonight. So we're gonna sear this thing about a minute each side, and we're gonna pull it off, cut it, and eat it, and it's gonna be ready. The way you can do this at your house, I'm gonna have instructions below, but basically you're gonna have your oven about 200 degrees. You're going to have your grill or pan wicked hot. You're going to throw the steak in your oven with salt and pepper. You check it after about 30 minutes. You're going to put a thermometer in there, and you want it to about 120 if you want mid-rare. If you like really hammered meat and dry, you put it about 160 and drink like 4 gallons of water. We're eating that dry steak going, Steak's been going about an hour, looking good. And we got, this pan is getting really hot. And we're going to put a little bunch of oil in there. Sizzle, sizzle. Oh, it's hot. Right in the fire. We're going to cook that for about a minute on each side. It's been about 2 minutes. It's got a decent sear on there. It looks pretty good. We're gonna pull this out, let it rest about a minute, and go ahead and cut it. Hey guys, so our steak's been resting about a minute. You'll see just how tender this is. I'm gonna get some slices of this. Look at that. So this is what I'm talking about here. Like the whole thing's medium rare. We're gonna do a little taste test of this. We're gonna let the cameraman try and see what he thinks of it. Here, your piece of meat. What do you think? What do you taste?
Very tender, more tender than a regular fillet. Getting a lot of wood smoke off of that.
And this is really good, guys. You can just chew this with your gums. You can gum it. We also want to say thank you, Toyota. Remember, subscribe below. Go to www.toyota.front/back/Wesley True 10 to get free power windows and 10% off your next Toyota. Thanks, guys.